are at Lark Brewing Company, a brewery, farm brewery located in Loudoun County. How you doing? Dan Caporale, general contractor, owner representative. Started out as kind of a joke, turned into reality basically almost 1 year to the day where we just turned the key here. We just had our 1 year anniversary this Saturday.
Steve Wagner, own Design Delmarva, S.E. Wagner Architect. I was brought on by Dan. At first, just more to looking for a set to be able to finish the project.
Really, he's been in the business for quite some time, knows Virginia real well, and really understood what we were trying to accomplish at the end of the day.
I grew up in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and Fredericksburg's just, incredible treasure trove of buildings from the late 17th century all the way up through a little bit more modern coming in, but the nice thing about Fredericksburg, it's a blend of it. You still have that historic side there.
When we thought about building a brewery, it wasn't like, hey, we're going to build a timber frame brewery, right? We went and kind of explored what was out there. We started visiting a bunch of breweries really across the country. And when you kind of sit down in a venue like that and you see the structure, you see the girth of the environment that you're surrounded by, it has that wow factor. And it's exactly what we were looking for. When we started breaking ground, the idea was that we would keep as much greenery or trees as we could, put some of that in conservation easement, and tried to build the footprint around that.
We wanted to be able to look at this and say that if someone new to the area, they wouldn't have known that this wasn't a building that hadn't been here for 75 years, 100 years. Amazing part is if you could have people see them doing the work, actually, because now you're going back to a construction that's been around for thousands of years. As long as the wood's being taken care of and it's been kept out of it, there's nothing stopping that we can't see the same thing that what we see in Europe, 700 years, and there's nothing more sustainable than that.
There's crayon marks and measurements and lines on the wood, but that's what made it, right? That's how it was built. We didn't go behind and erase those things because it was actually the true nature of how it was built.
Timber frame itself, that allows us to be able to do any openings we want. Of course, the best part of this is then we're able to keep everything open, be able to see the brewery in operation.
We wanted it to be a conversation piece where people are, everybody's like, oh, what kind of wood is that? How long did it take you to build? Who built it? How do I get one?
So we definitely wanted a farm influence to it. More standard to this area and more historical area is a standard gable roof, which once again, the timber frame does a wonderful thing because when you get your space and finish off, it looks like we took a barn, punched more holes in it, be able to get more of that light from outside into the building. Typical barns in the area, you always have runouts. So we picked up that influence, and of course what it created, we have now covered porches around the building. It ties back into what an idea of a barn, and it gives an outdoor spaces out of the sun, and now we've got entertainment areas we were able to pick up from.
I've got four kids. Just to see their faces, see my kids' faces. They walk in and be like, Dad, this place is awesome. That response from your kids and from the patrons and from your friends and your family, like, hey, that place is awesome. Can't wait to come have a beer with you. That's, there's nothing better than that.
Always want to be a part of helping how people live, how people enjoy experiences, and that's what an architect's there for. It's an artistic piece in itself, which I didn't even have to do. It's coming with the timber frame.
Never worked with timber before, but the experience has been phenomenal. And we'd do it again.